It's time. It's time. It's time. Today is June the 28th, 2026, and it is 12:33, 12:33, 12:33 p.m. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back after a 2 week, 2 week hiatus of YouTube. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel refreshed. I feel ready to put out more content. And I'm going to be doing future hiatuses, spontaneous hiatuses. Okay. So if I don't put out content out of nowhere, that means I'm going on another hiatus to reboot, refresh, reload, recharge. Okay. This hiatus was from June the 14th all the way to June the 27th. Okay. My last time I was on YouTube was the same day that the New York Knicks defeated the San Antonio Spurs. Okay. And what can I say? I feel refreshed. As you can see in the thumbnail, we have a scene from one of my favorite movies of all time, 300, when a teenager version of King Leonidas came back after his rite of passage test in the wilderness. And that's how I feel right now. I feel like I've returned from that rite of passage wilderness, and I'm just here to give my experience. Number one, I was able to detox. I was able to go through withdrawal, and I was able to go through the growing pains of constantly, binging YouTube videos, binging content, binging putting out content. I was able to just, you know, take a break. And in life, sometimes we have to go on fasts, mental fasts, social media fasts, food fasts, television fasts, family fasts. You know, that's what vacations are, my personal opinion. When you go on a vacation, it's your time to get away from work after consistently working. Give yourself a chance to relax. And that's what I was able to do. The last thing that I watched on YouTube before I went on my 2 week hiatus, my 2 week YouTube fast, was an episode of Jeopardy. You know, I hadn't watched Jeopardy in years. Okay. And I was able to watch Jeopardy, and it's something I'm going to do in the near future. But the main thing was I was able to just clear my mind. I was able to recharge. Okay. And I'm back. Yesterday I did my first video, which was a short, shouting out the New York Knicks. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Congratulations to Stephen A. Smith and all the diehard New York Knicks fans. Y'all deserve it after 53 years of not winning a championship, going through those rebuilding years. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I was able to use my time in other areas. And I was able to realize how much time I was using on YouTube, just looking at stuff that I don't need to be looking at. Meaningless stuff, red pill stuff, female nature stuff, constantly looking and consuming content that's keeping me in a consumer base and not a producer base, watching the same stuff over and over and over. How much information do I need before I take action? How many videos I'm going to keep watching? How much content I'm going to keep watching the same people? And what I realized was content creators are entertainers. Okay? They are broadcasters. They're anchors. Even myself. Okay? Entertainment, information, sometimes misinformation. Okay? When it comes to content creators, even myself, eat the meat and spit out the bones. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Find what works for you and throw out what don't. Constantly watching content, constantly watching content, constantly watching content. Same concept, different video. Okay? And I was able to learn that. Be more of a producer and not a consumer. Okay? Yeah, that was the main thing I learned. I was able to step back and kind of like detox, withdraw, and grow. And I realized how much time I be wasting. And I was able to also, let the information marinate. Because you're constantly bombarding yourself with information. You got to give it time to marinate. The way my mind works, I take in the information. Then I have to give it time to marinate. Okay, then it processes, and then I can use the information as a producer of action in my life. And I encourage you to do the same. Action, action, action. Okay? Enjoy your day, enjoy your week, and always remember, life is a game of chess, and every move counts. Know the board, know the pieces, win the game.